you're always gonna have people who don't believe that you're really good at what you do. And that's probably more so because they haven't figured out how to be good at what they know or don't even know how to do.
Being on some chill, we go zero.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello and welcome, everybody. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. We're glad to have you with us on 2K Sports. Tonight, we'll see the Toronto Raptors playing against the Bulls in Chicago. Looking at the Bulls, they've yet to win against this squad this season. 2 games, 2 losses. We'll see if their luck changes tonight. Got a couple of minutes here before tip-off. Let's talk about the best of the best. The category this time around, ball handling. Kenny, who's got the best handle?
The best handle in the league right now? Oh, easily. Kyrie Irving and Steph Curry.
Oh.
I'm going Kyrie number 1, Steph Curry number 1A. Because
That's my alarm,
I
Andy.
say this, Steph Curry has to use his handle to get his shot, but Kyrie uses it all the time to get everywhere on the floor.
It's Steph Curry.
It's Eastern Conference time for the traveling Toronto Raptors today. Mucho gusto, and welcome to Noche Latina on 2K Sports. From the jerseys to the food to the halftime entertainment tonight, a distinctive Latin flavor. With Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan. The Bulls happy to return to Chicago after the road trip and an excellent win-loss record, just 2 games off the lead.
And for Chicago, they've had a dream season, and I think they're only going to get stronger as we approach the postseason.
It really is amazing how far they've come in the course of one season, from afterthought to title contenders.
Now a chance, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. The starting 5 on the floor. So the Raptors 5 right now. The star pair of Lowry and DeRozan are the guards. Anderson is the 4 with Valanciunas in the middle. And it's Covington in at the 3. Valanciunas, and fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2. They get Paul Gasol. Toronto shooting their first free throws of this game. And the first one at the line is good. So 1 for 2 that time at the stripe. We'll go to Doris Burke, who spoke with head coach Dwayne Casey. What's the news, Doris?
One player he said he's worried about in this game is Pau Gasol. He said with his length and touch, it's really hard to bother that shot. We're going to try to be physical with him, body him up early, and deny him position. And guys, that's what a lot of teams try with Gasol. Force him to really battle through contact. We'll see how it works.
All right, Doris.
Yeah, easy call.
Yeah, you can hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
The Raptors shooting their third and fourth free throw shots of the night.
And team free throw numbers really about as good as you could ask for, around 80% on the season.
That's been one of the strongest aspects of this team this season. I mean, there have been very few off nights for them at the free throw line.
Now here's Butler, and he can be counted on to put some points on the board every night. He's averaging right around 13.5 points a game. Covington kicks to Lowry. First 1:30 gone here in the first quarter. Here's DeRozan. The shot no good. And it's Chicago the other way. They're coming off that win against the Nets.
And it goes back to what's been their strength, really, on the interior. From a defensive standpoint, they just defended the rim as well as you could.
Yeah, I thought it was really impressive the way they did it, guys. They were alert, they were active, they were aware, and their reaction to shots was outstanding.
Now the Raptors moving it up. Covington with the bucket.
Just a great job of attacking on the break.
Yeah, you know, exploding to the basket like that, Greg, just as soon as that ball was going the other way, that's exactly how you want to do it.
Now here's Gasol. His last outing, he had 8 points. Shot by Taylor, no good.
You can't miss those, but even the best do on occasion.
Lowry against Taylor. Valanciunas sets a screen for DeRozan. To the wing on the left. Shot clock at 5. Lowry drives in. Can't get it to go. And it's Chicago the other way. Here's Taylor. Throws down the breakaway jam.
And really, he epitomizes what a point guard should be. I mean, his skill as a passer might actually be matched by that creativity he shows around the rim.
Well, judging by that jam, Greg, I'd say you're absolutely right.
Boy, that's a nice surge for them just when they needed it in a game that was so tight.
Here's Patterson. The Bulls getting the bucket. Taylor with the ball. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against the Nets in Brooklyn. For 3. Count that as his 4th basket of the night. Just 7 shots to get there.
I love his shot selection today. He set the bar for the rest of the team.
Lowry kicks to DeRozan and stolen by Mirotic. Butler passes to Taylor. This one for 3. Rebounded by Covington. Raptors trail by 3. Passes to Patterson. Lowry dishes to DeRozan. And Valanciunas kicks to Covington. The pass to DeRozan. Shoots a fader. And the shot no good, a bit short.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
Outside Gasol. Back to Taylor. The 3. And it's Toronto with the rebound. Tough loss coming against Cleveland in their last game played.
Yeah, they were able to keep it close for the most part, but you could just tell they were not in sync as a unit.
Greg, you're exactly right. It couldn't have been worse, in my opinion.
Bulls trail by 4. So for Toronto right now, Lowry and DeRozan are the guard tandem. Patrick Patterson is out there with Bismack Biyombo. And it's Covington in at the 3 spot. Here is Lowry. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against Cleveland.
And was a force on the defensive side as well. 4 steals over the course of that game.
From 11 feet away, he squares up and sinks it. Lowry's got his second basket of the night. The Bulls have gone 50% from the floor in the second quarter, 3 of 6. Taylor passes to McDermott. Again, Chicago.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
Taylor against Lowry. He dishes it to DeRozan. Pass to Biyombo. The shot misses. So the Bulls will take it the other way. Now let's send it to Doris from the sideline.
Well, Kev, free week in the last matchup against the Nets came through when they needed him to. He had 21 points and was on the mark from deep, draining several threes. A dominating performance from a player who might start making waves around the NBA. That is what the franchise hopes, at least, guys.
Thank you, Doris. He was the player they leaned on that night. He didn't disappoint them.
Not at all. Came through in a big way. Whatever they needed from him, he was able to deliver.
Well, I think he actually gave them a little more than what they needed. Terrific all-around effort.
Outside Butler. Count it. His second make in 4 attempts. And a moment here to take a look at some of the hustle stats for Chicago.
Well, I think the defensive aggressiveness on display here has caught him off guard. Playing airtight defense and coming up with the steals.
And also, how about the fact defensively, they're getting that backboard and getting out in transition, especially in this first half.
1:49 left now here in the second. Butler on the wing. And stolen by Patterson. Here is Lowry. His scoring has been there on a regular basis. He's averaging more than 14 points a game. Covington inside the line. And again, no good by Toronto. Chicago leading. Here's McDermott. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. McDermott's got 4 this quarter.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
10 straight points off assists. That's very impressive. And it also makes the game easy and fun to watch.
And they get it, and he gets it to go. Patterson's got 14 points.
And started hot, and he's only gotten hotter.
Chicago making some changes. Joakim Noah, he's checked in for Gasol. And the first half comes to a close. We've got a close game going on here. Raptors lead by 1. And now we'll send it down to Doris Burke, who's standing by courtside.
Okay, Kevin, here with Coach Casey. And, Coach, you've done a tremendous job forcing turnovers and getting into your transition game. What do you tell your guys to keep them to keep doing what they're doing?
Push the ball. We always want to push the ball. Have to stop. But, again, we got to make good decisions. We don't want to come down and give it right back to them and let them run it down our throat till the end. Run the ball, wings get out and run, pass it ahead, but then make good decisions and attack the basket.
Coach, thanks for the time. Gentlemen, back to you.
Okay, Doris, much appreciated. And now for halftime. So we'll be back in just a bit to get the third quarter underway.
Hey guys, some keys to talk about from what I've seen so far. This is a tight ball game, but remember, this is our house. I definitely can't find any fault with the way we shot the basketball. Our shot selection has been just like I hoped it would be. We're putting up some very efficient numbers, gentlemen. We were able to make an impact with our low post offense. Let's continue to exploit those good mismatches in the paint. The pace of the game, just to bring that up real quick, isn't a huge concern because I think we're suited to play at any speed. But somewhere in the middle of the tempo spectrum would probably be ideal. This game shouldn't be as close as it is. We're the better team. You know it, I know it, and they know it. Now let's get out there and prove it.
We have a close ball game on our hands as we get set for the second half of basketball.
Been a stellar outing in this one for Patterson. He's got 14 points, and he's got 2 baskets from out in three-point land.
And I'm sure they'd like to get a few more of those out of him.
Taylor in at point guard. Butler and McDermott filling out the perimeter. Mirotic out there with Pau Gasol. And that's the group for Fred Hoiberg as we begin the second half. Gasol with the steal. Here's Taylor, and it is flushed down with a nice jam.
And guys, that's a big swing right there. I mean, taking the steal and then turning it into 2 easy points on the dunk.
No telling how important that sequence could turn out to be.
And guys, in a game this snug, moments like that are the ones we usually look back on at the end as a difference maker. You got to love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of grinded out physical game.
That's the kind of look they can continue to go with. Maybe that'll help them create some separation on the scoreboard.
DeRozan dishes to Lowry. And Mirotic sends it back. Outside, Taylor. Gasol, a screen on Valanciunas. Taylor kicks to McDermott. It's Chicago with another bucket.
That makes 3 in a row to start the second half.
Raptors trail by 4. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've had a number of empty ones, a long time without a basket.
They got to find something. You're right. No good from Valanciunas.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
The Raptors have gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. Lowry against Taylor. And it's Lowry penetrating. And the shot is long.
You know, he just hasn't looked right to me. A bit out of sorts, if you will. Something's off with his mechanics, at least as I look at it.
Mirotic's shot is off.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Patterson with it. Gasol covering. Screened by Valanciunas. Just 5 to shoot. Fades back. They get it back. DeRozan. And here's Covington from the arc. That's good. Covington's got 5 points so far.
And he found the perfect spot behind the arc there. Big gap in the D.
Butler kicks to Taylor. The shot's good on the assist by Butler. 20 points for Freak.
He's having quite the quarter here, guys. I mean, shooting the ball extremely well.
I don't want us taking shots with hands in our faces. Move the ball. Move the ball. Spread their defense and get our shooters some clean looks. Tighten up.
Chicago going with an almost entirely new group. Joakim Noah's checked in for Gasol. Portis comes in for Mirotic. Dunleavy's checked in for Doug McDermott. And it's Udrich in for Taylor. Raptors also changing it up. Biyombo is checked in for Pat. Chicago making some changes. Taylor comes in for Butler. And it's Rose in for Udrich. And the Raptors also making a change. Powell's checked in. Now the dish to Valanciunas. Chicago grabs the miss. Noah's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
Raptors trail by 10. Joseph the pass to Powell. There's 25 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. He kicks it to Biyombo. Valanciunas in the high post. The Raptors need to get a shot off. And again, Toronto no luck.
And being that close to the hoop, I thought he had enough room to finish that one.
Misses the chippy right there.
High quality shot. Just a little off there.
The fourth quarter just moments away now as we welcome you back. Toronto's gone 4-6 from outside the arc tonight. So the Raptors 5 right now. Patterson is the 4 with Valanciunas in the middle. Corey Joseph is out there with Lowry. And it's Covington in at the small forward position. Shot clock at 6. Shoots the 3. It's hauled in by Noah. Noah's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game.
With the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be. Firmly in control of this game.
And no doubt about it, rebounding is an effort stat, folks. They've been more determined than their opponent thus far.
And the Bulls making a change here. Butler's checked in, and Toronto also making a switch. DeRozan's checked in. Dishes to Lowry. And Patterson kicks to DeRozan. Patterson setting the pick for DeRozan. Off the pick. Left block shot on the way. And that one off the back of the rim and in.
He's doing his best to carry him, fellas, but he can only do so much. Things would be different for them if he was getting a little more help.
Feeds it to Rose. Back to Taylor. Good work defensively by Lowry. Raptors trail by 11. Patterson a screen on Gasol. Valanciunas. That's in, coming off an assist from Lowry. Lowry's got his 7th assist here tonight. Well, the Bulls shooting 51% from the field. They'll take that. Rose kicks to Taylor. And stolen by Kyle Lowry. DeRozan dishes to Covington. Misses in close.
I still can't believe that one didn't fall.
Knocks it loose. Here's Taylor. And it's rebounded by Covington. Covington's got his 3rd rebound on the night. He feeds it to DeRozan. And that one's good.
Another bucket in the paint. That's something they just have not been able to stop today.
Yeah, the defense is all about disrupting timing and spacing, and what they've got going right now is not getting it done.
Mirotic is checked in for Derrick Rose. 2nd minute off the clock now in the 4th. And here is Taylor.
Move the ball. It's sticking too much.
To the paint. And Mirotic throws it down.
And nobody, guys, among the defenders stepping up to challenge him on that drive to the 10.
And Greg, he says, thank you very much, and sails in for the flush.
And those are the kind of sequences that tell you why the score is what it is.
And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
Yeah, the officials didn't need to talk that one over. It was obvious.
And he sinks the 2nd. And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the 4th. Taylor attacking. Lets the 3 fly. The rebound by Patterson. Raptors trail by 8. Gasol with the steal. And yes, sir, that one drops. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for Chicago.
Defensively, they played with a lot of energy, and the steals we've seen are a result of that aggressiveness.
They haven't wasted time getting the ball up the court tonight either, and it's resulted in a lot of fast break points.
And let's get this update now from Doris Burke, who's across the way on the sideline.
Yes, Kevin, Dwayne Casey was just going over the plan with his team. He is not pleased with the score and implored them to try to make a push right now, saying, we don't have time, fellas. If we can't make a dent soon, I'll have to pull the plug. Pretty blunt, Kevin. Back to you.
Here's Taylor. And the 3 off target.
He's going to play his way right onto the bench and out of the game if he continues to shoot it like he has so far in this quarter.
We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the 4th quarter. Gasol kicks to Taylor, and that one's good. And now it's a 12-point Bulls lead.
Hard to get that one off with the size difference there. That makes it a tough individual matchup for him, especially down low.
Well, took on the big guys going in there and challenging them like he did. But boy, that was a nice job.
Bulls have gone 4 of 8 in this 4th quarter, shooting an even 50% from the field. Butler on the way. Gasol passes to Taylor. Nice D from DeRozan.
Well, one of his issues is he's a player that just does not excel at fighting through contact on his way to the rim.
Lowry drives in. Shot on the wing. And he gets the bucket.
And, you know, he's enjoyed the kind of day you expect in terms of shooting the basketball. He can bring them right back into this game.
And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a three-point play.
I love the killer instinct he shows right there, exploding to the rim to add to the lead.
Take a look at what Butler's done. He's got 8 points and a decent little assist total for him, too.
No doubt. They'd like to see that carry over to the rest of the team. Get good assist numbers all the way around.
DeRozan's shot is good.
Wow, that's a really smooth finish.
That's why we and they always love seeing him at the end of those breaks. He makes it look fun and easy.
And it looks like just playing the last bit of this one out in what should be a nice win here for the Bulls.
Agreed, Steve. And guys, the fast break was run, I thought, beautifully all night by these guys. Clark, I think that was a big part of their success.
I love the way they scored fast break points tonight here. It was a key factor in coming out on top.
And so when you look at the season record, this one will tally up win number 43 on the year.
And this victory will draw them even in the season series as it comes to a close.
Fitting that it ends 2-2 because it's been a really good battle between these teams this year.
And when you look back at this one, what an amazing performance this was for Mr. Clutch. He was doing everything right, and the points came in bunches. Definitely had the hot hand. Not good shot selection, long range, and a defender all up in your jersey.
And, you know, that's just the kind of defensive work he's known for. I mean, he can take that shot away from you and does it more times than not.
From deep. And so it's Chicago winning this one. Some good competition, but the hometown advantage and their ability to stay focused, I think, Clark.
Well, first off, congratulations on this win, Powell. And tell us how you feel about
the 2K Sports postgame show.
Thank you, Kevin. And now let's move on to the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, Freak.
Anytime you deliver that sort of production we saw from him tonight, you're going to put your team in position to win. He gave them points in bunches, and when they needed them. It's not always about how much you get, but when you get those points up on the board.
Well, and folks, that'll wrap it up for tonight. We hope you enjoyed the game. For Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith, Kevin Harlan, and the entire 2K Sports crew, I'm Ernie Johnson. Have a good evening.
The 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello and welcome to 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. The regular season on its last legs. We can almost taste the playoffs from here. Kenny, how do they taste?
Wait, hold on. Ooh, it tastes like chicken.
Barbecue chicken?
Oh, yeah.
In this game, we'll see the Chicago Bulls against the San Antonio Spurs. Well, for San Antonio, they've got an opportunity tonight to sweep the season series 2-0. The coaching staff commented that they feel confident coming into this one. You talk about great trios in NBA history, the Spurs trio, Duncan, Ginobili, Parker, last year moved into the #1 spot for career winning percentage for any 3 active players. Shaq, how long will it be before we see something like this again?
Well, the trio in the Spurs model has been synonymous with success. That's right, Ernie, synonymous.
We're broadcasting from Chicago as the Bulls get ready to take the hardwood here at the United Center. Looking at Chicago, they took the win in their last game against Toronto.
And in that game, guys, I mean, the beneficiary of what was some very lackluster defense being played against them.
Agreed, guys. It was really quite shocking and disappointing how many free runs to the hoop they got.
And the starting group for the Spurs, Manu and Kawhi filling out the perimeter. Duncan out there with LaMarcus Aldridge, and it's Sessions in at point guard. Now here's Butler, back to Taylor. 6 on the shot clock, takes the 3. Offensive rebound. The shot's good from Gasol.
Where's the box out? Some easy second chance opportunities there.
Those kinds of mistakes drive me crazy and will absolutely derail a team's chance to win.
A shot by Duncan, nobody around. That falls. Great assist by Ramon Sessions.
A lot of space right there to get that shot off.
Not a very good job of the defender getting over the top of that screen in that particular play.
Now Ginobili. Following the three-point attempt by Freak. A moment to check in with Doris Burke. Doris?
Well, a short time ago, I had a chance to catch up with Greg Popovich. He's been chewing over the best plan of attack against this defense with all that shot blocking inside. He said the big thing is we can't play hero ball. We've got to be unselfish and trust our offense. Kevin, we'll see if they can turn the tables this time around and even the season series. Back to you.
Thank you, Doris. And quite a focus for the game here early on, and an important one too, guys.
Yeah, I mean, up against this team, finding ways to crack their defensive shell is always going to be the #1 challenge.
And I would say it would be the #2 and #3 challenges as well, guys.
Now here's Taylor. His last outing, he had 24 points. Butler on the way. Back to Taylor. He dishes it to McDermott. Beyond the arc. And the Bulls, another 3.
It seems that every pass they make is leading to a score here. I mean, that's just exquisite ball movement.
And that's because the ball is looking for the best shot, and it's really paid off for them during the run.
Again, the miss by the Spurs.
You know, they don't score on that shot, but they're going to be happy with those kinds of possessions.
They're really struggling defensively, giving up too many easy buckets.
Great point. Really an embarrassing performance defensively, and the coaching staff can't be happy.
Now here's Sessions. He had an 18-point outing in the last game against Denver.
Yeah, but he set up shop at the free throw line. I mean, he just could not be defended out on the floor.
Here's Taylor following the basket by LaMarcus Aldridge. Gasol screen. Ginobili against Butler. Taylor attacking. Fires from the line. Rebound San Antonio. Fresh from a win against the Nuggets.
You're not always going to shoot it as well as they did from three-point range to win that game, but it certainly doesn't hurt. And in that game, boy, did they shoot it lights out from beyond.
Lights out is a real good way to describe it. Just take a peek at the box score. I mean, their percentage from deep was off the charts.
McDermott. And it's off from three-point range. Spurs trail by 8. First quarter of play and just over 3.5 minutes in. Ginobili up top. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Here's Chicago. They're on a 12-4 run. And Butler gets it to go.
And the defense looks soft early on. They've got to sum it up a little more sense of urgency.
Yeah, they've got to do a little more to disrupt their offensive rhythm, too.
Patience. Patience. Taking
So Chicago going with an almost entirely new group.
Points.
Chicago going with an almost entirely new group.
Good shot.
Pau Gasol's checked in for Noah. Mirotic comes in for Portis. McDermott's checked in for Mike Dunley. And Taylor subbed in for Derrick Rose. San Antonio also making some changes. Tim Duncan, he's checked in for Aldridge. Leonard comes in for Kyle Anderson. And Ginobili in for Sessions. Taylor, he's in at point guard. Butler and McDermott filling out the perimeter. Mirotic is out there with Pau Gasol. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago. Shots good by Mills.
You know what? Sometimes something good can come out of a bad possession.
The Bulls leading by 7. Leonard with the steal. Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. Wasted no time on that shot, but it's off the mark. And that one's good.
Boy, such outstanding patience and decision-making for them offensively.
Absolutely. Their ball movement has been outstanding, and they're piling up the assists.
We always like to break down the league leaders at their respective positions, so check out this group of small forwards with the highest field goal percentages since All-Star. Second is Kawhi Leonard.
And that tells you about their ability to slash through the defense and get to the hoop effectively. I mean, because you have to be getting a lot of layups to have that kind of a percentage.
That's accurate, but you can't do what they've done without a superb outside shot as well. I mean, that's not a problem for this group. They certainly can drain the jump shot.
And he's good on the second. And for those of you just joining us, we're in the second quarter with about 3 minutes gone by. Taylor kicks to Butler. Back to Taylor. The shot is off. Great D that time from Duncan. And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to Doris Burke for an update. Hi, Doris.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Raptors was simply terrific. He finished with 24 points and flashed his range a few times in the process. It was a great contribution from someone who's considered a bit more of a role player on his team.
All right, Doris. Well, guys, coming off a performance like that has got to have him supremely confident right now.
No doubt. I guarantee he comes into today's game feeling there isn't anything he can't do on the floor right now.
I'll tell you what, Greg, I think he might be right based on that last game. I'm inclined to agree with
Duncan, and count it. 2 points with a chance for one more at the free throw line.
Good room service delivery right there, fellas.
San Antonio going with an almost entirely new group here. And we finished one half of basketball. Bulls out front, up 11. And time now to go courtside as we send you over to Doris Burke from the sideline. Doris?
Coach, you're going to have to climb a bit of a hill here in the second half. What are you telling your guys they need to do to turn this thing around?
I think we just move the ball.
Hey guys, listen up. We've got a good lead, but lots of basketball left to play. We ran the fast break real well, no doubt about that. Keep hitting them with those counter punches. Don't allow their D to get set. Something I have liked is our movement off the ball.
Welcome back, everybody. Third quarter just about to get going here in what has been so far a runaway game.
Talk about some great numbers for Butler. He has 17 points, and free throws have been big for him today, with 6 points from the line.
And it's important, and you can tell that he understands that in terms of getting to the line.
Our second half of basketball, and presented by Gatorade. Let's see who's all fueled up and on the floor to start the third. On the floor for San Antonio, Manu and Kawhi filling out the perimeter. Aldridge out there with Duncan, and it's Sessions in at the 1. Spurs trail by 11. Down low. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. The Spurs have shot 4 of 7 as a team from the line tonight. Several misses early. Both free throws good from Aldridge.
He has such terrific form and consistency on his free throw. Beautiful to watch.
Butler in the corner. Stolen by Ginobili. Here we go, one-on-one. And Mirotic sends it back. And they get it back. Here's McDermott. Sessions with the rebound.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession. And they're 1 of 4 here to start the second half.
And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. Outside Leonard. Clock at 6. Good. Leonard's got 5 points in the quarter.
Shaked and baked with the crossover move, and that's what freed him for the score.
You got him on the wrong foot and then just blew by him.
Taylor. Rebound San Antonio. Leonard's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Sessions with it, now defended by McDermott. Butler against Leonard, looking for Aldridge. He gets it there. That's good. Aldridge has got 8.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
Here's Butler. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist.
He always knows where his teammate's going to be, and Kevin, that will let him put the ball where he wants it, right waiting for him.
Sessions passes to Aldridge. And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot. And there's the call. Chicago the foul. On the night, he's gone 2 for 2 at the stripe.
And you know, something I remember from their last game was how good he was at the line.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, he attacked, got to the line a bunch, and cashed in on his chances.
Take a break.
You know, his free throw percentage has dropped this year, but not really enough to raise any red flags or become alarmed about it.
And that one falls for LaMarcus Aldridge.
Boy, look at the night for LaMarcus Aldridge. He has 9 points, and he's added to his totals by picking up 3 points at the line.
Chicago going with an almost entirely new group here. Joakim Noah is checked in for Gasol. Portis comes in for Mirotic. Dunleavy's checked in for McDermott. And Taylor subbed in for Jimmy Butler. Cole Aldridge is checked in for San Antonio. Anderson comes in for Manu Ginobili. Picked by West. Here's Sessions. And it's Chicago with the rebound.
And with room like that off the pick, you have got to knock that one down.
Well, you know, they did everything right, Greg. They executed. All you want is a good look at the basket. Sometimes the shots just don't fall.
West a screen on Rose. Sessions dishes to West. Once again off the mark by San Antonio. The Bulls leading by 11. And there's the 8-second call as they can't get it across half court in time.
The turnover total in the first half, only 1, but a totally different story here in the second.
Picked by West. Anderson kicks it to West. Anderson passes to West. It's rebounded by Portis. Portis has got 3 rebounds now in this one.
It's just been a brutal outing for him. He still hasn't managed to make a shot, and the team is struggling because of it.
Rose gets a wide open look. Good, and a nice assist from Noah. Rose has got 5 points now in the quarter.
You know, one aspect of their play today that's really been tight and far superior is their passing.
And that kind of flow can be elusive, but the great offenses have it, and that's just what they've shown here tonight.
They set the screen.
Move the ball. Sticking too much.
The 3. No good. Now San Antonio takes it the other way. Clark, they've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a little bit of cottonmouth here. Dry spell for sure.
Out to the right wing. No one near Sessions as he lets it fly. Gets a very good look and converts. The Bulls leading by 12. Rose dishes to Taylor. 24 seconds left in the third quarter. To the middle. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2. First free throw is good.
Can you believe the job they're doing at the foul line since halftime? I mean, they've been perfect so far.
Yeah, as cool as can be, Clark. Great focus and efficiency. That's how they built this lead.
Sessions against Taylor. And the foul called on Freak. That is his first foul of the game.
First personal foul. Coming onto the floor for your Bulls, Jimmy Butler.
Ginobili kicks to Sessions. Diaw, the screen from deep three-point range, off on that one. And as we end the third. And we're rolling here again with the fourth quarter. Might not come down to the wire, but you never know. The Bulls leading by 14. A chance here to get a quick injury report. Now let's check in with our Doris Burke for an update on Derrick Rose. Doris?
Hey, Kevin, I spoke with head athletic trainer for the Chicago Bulls. He told me that it doesn't look too serious. This would be a terrible loss for his team if he were to miss this time, as they are gearing up for the last leg of the season. Just when you don't want injuries, Kevin.
All right, Doris, and hopefully everything works out for him.
You know, pro trainers have so much available to them at their disposal. If it's nothing serious, he'll be back.
Taylor, he's in at the point. Jimmy Butler is out there with Mirotic, and it's Udrih. And it's Gasol in at the 5 down low. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago. Ginobili outside. Feeds to Aldridge. Makes it off the glass.
Kevin, he's been a bright spot in what's otherwise been a little bit of a struggle for this team.
Mirotic against Aldridge. Pass to Udrih. Here's Gasol, and it's off the back rim. No good. Spurs trail by 16. Here's Anderson. The shot's good. Sessions making the play. Sessions has got 6 assists in the game.
They're starting to feel it from deep. It's time.
Chicago making a switch here. McDermott's checked in. Spurs also with the sub. Leonard's checked in.
To rotate on the weak side to get there.
About a minute and a half into the fourth quarter now. And there's a foul called on Ramon Sessions. That's foul number 2 for him.
You know what? Tried to step in and cut him off, but just didn't get there quick enough.
Yeah, he was one step late that time, Greg.
Butler passes to Taylor. Rebound, San Antonio. Aldridge has got 3 rebounds now in this one. Ginobili kicks to Sessions. Misses the 3. Chicago leading by 14. In the corner, it's McDermott. Dishes it to Gasol. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. And that one's good. 14 points for Freak.
How about the way he's able to angle his body to shield the big fella off and still get the finish?
You've got to be clever with your sleight of hand when you get inside and try to finish against the bigger guys. And he made it look easy that time.
There's the pass to Aldridge. Gasol with the rebound.
Yeah, great look, but disappointing with the miss.
Boy, what happened on that one, Greg? I mean, that's almost an automatic shot for him.
Taylor with the ball, picked up by Ginobili. With the teardrop, McDermott can't get it to go. Spurs trail by 16. Duncan, a screen. In the corner, it's Ginobili. The shot. Aldridge can't get that one to fall.
Just not much success when it comes to shooting.
Gasol, a screen on Sessions. Taylor attacking. It's stolen by Sessions. They really want to find that igniter here.
Yeah, that's right. Kevin, the offense has basically been running in place.
They got to get going.
I'm not sure who was supposed to pick him up, but somebody's going to get an earful from the coach for leaving him that wide open.
Shot by Taylor, no good.
You know what? His finishing ability is not really at the level that you would expect from a pro, but he's going to have to start playing with more force.
He's done a much better job of getting to the line here, aggressively taking it inside and not shying away from contact. I thought he was settling a bit in the first.
And what's your take, guys, in the hustle stats for the Bulls?
Their defense has been outstanding, closing out on shots and blocking a few as well.
Another part of their game that's made a difference tonight is all the second chance points they've been able to get.
That one is no good.
It has not been an easy quarter for him, at least offensively speaking.
It's stolen by Duncan. An even 3-on-3 break. Ginobili dishes to Duncan. Looking to get it going. Sessions, no good.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
Here's Taylor. And the foul called on Pau Gasol. And that'll be his third foul so far. .146 left in the fourth. To the paint. And stolen by Butler. Passes it to Taylor. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for two. That's on Sessions.
So far in the game for Mr. Clutch, he's got 14 points, and he's knocked down a pair of three-pointers in this game, too.
And maybe it's time for them to set a few more screens for him up top and let him add to that total.
And the line for the Bulls, 2 shots.
Free throw good, Taylor. That one falls, so he hits both of them. 1:31 left in the fourth quarter. Here's Duncan. The shot's good. Sessions making the play. Sessions has got his 7th assist here tonight. Sessions against Taylor. To the right side. McDermott kicks to Butler. And again, no good by Chicago.
And there's no doubt about this one. Playing with a lot of confidence tonight. It's a statement victory for Chicago.
This was a very efficient offense tonight.
They knocked down their shots. I mean, a little luck didn't hurt either. A lot of their 50-50 shots went in the basket.
And this will now push it to a total of 44 games in the win column on the season.
And because they play in different conferences, guys, this is the last time these two teams will face each other. It's got to be a good feeling to getting the clean sweep, finishing the season 2-0 against the Spurs.
I mean, when you look at the stats, you'll see just how dominant a game this was for Jimmy Butler. Just an outpouring of points from him. Nobody could do much to keep him from dropping it in.
And the shot is good.
And just a terrific job of taking care of business in front of the home fans.
And, Greg, those fans had a hand in the win. I mean, they gave this team a big lift throughout the game. I thought there was great energy in the building.
Catching up on the changes for Chicago. Joakim Noah's checked in for Gasol. Portis comes in for Baritic. Dunleavy's checked in for Doug McDermott. And it's Udrich in for Butler. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Diaw. Breaks a big high bounce and goes in.
Oh, man, how about the last-minute decision there to pull the shot down and get a better one for your teammate?
Taylor against Sessions. Outside, Taylor. Three-pointer. And so it's Chicago winning this one.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Kevin, much appreciated, and now let's present our Jordan player of the game, Jimmy Butler. He had a tremendous first half, and that clearly inspired the whole team after halftime. Gave him a big lift.
He was dead on from the field tonight, guys. I'd call his performance economical because there was no wasted opportunities. He took advantage of every good look he got. I mean, everything he put up was going in.
Well, you know, when Butler's on the court, he's going to come at you in all sorts of ways. I mean, defensively, offensively, this guy can just flat out play. Let's not forget he's an all-star, too.
And that'll do it for our broadcast tonight. Hope you enjoyed the show. For me and Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, and Kevin Harlan, and the entire 2K Sports crew, have a wonderful evening.
De respuestas con el manojo lleno y vengo como un libro abierto, ansiosa de aprender la historia no contada de nuestros ancestros, con el viento que dejaron los abuelos y que vive en cada pensamiento de esta amada tierra. Quien sabe cuidarlo es quien de verdad la quiera. Vengo para mirar de nuevo, para ver los sitios y despertar el ojo ciego, sin miedo, tú y yo. Colonicemos lo que nos enseñaron con nuestro pelo negro, con pómulos marcados, con el orgullo indio en el alma tatuado. Vengo con la mirada, vengo con la palabra. Esa palabra.
Yo, what is that? It's a supernova. Nah, man, that's a black hole. Yo, it's
I leap over lies in a single pound. The Black Prophet, one day I got struck by knowledge of self. It gave me super scientific powers. Now I run through the ghetto, battling my arch nemesis, Mr. Ignorance. He's been trying to take me out since the days of my youth. He feared this day will come. I'm hot on his trail, but sometimes he slips away because he has an army. They always give me trouble, mainly hatred, jealousy, and envy. They attack me. They think they got me, but I use my super science and I twist or three. I see sparks over that building. That me. I dip. Do what?
The 2K Sports pregame show.
Greetings, everybody. Welcome to 2K Sports. I'm Ernie Johnson, and it is my pleasure to be with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. In this game, we'll see the Chicago Bulls against the Portland Trail Blazers. Looking at Portland, they want to turn it around after the loss to the Cavaliers at Quicken Loans Arena. They suffered an upset loss, perhaps a loss of focus, but you can be certain that won't be the case tonight. On the topic of the playoffs and the length of them, they call it the second season, Shaq. What do you look for in a playoff team as an indicator of their ability to succeed?
Well, we all live by this old montage, old adage, whatever it is. Defense wins championships. Defense is big. What I like about the playoffs are
Let's meet your Chicago Bulls. At the small forward position, standing 6'8", number 3, Doug McDermott. Starting at the other forward position, 6 feet 10 inches, number 44, Nikola Mirotic. The big man, 7 feet, number 16, Pau Gasol. At guard, 6'7" from Marquette, number 21, Jimmy Butler. Starting at point, at 5'9" number 35, Freak. The head coach of your home team. Ladies and gentlemen,
2 teams, 2 conferences. It's a road game for the Trail Blazers in this one. Hi, everyone. Thanks for joining us for Noche Latina, the NBA celebration of the Latin heritage, both among its players and fans. This is Kevin Harlan, and here with me tonight, Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and Doris Burke reporting from the sideline. The Portland Trail Blazers came away with the win, their last meeting this season against Chicago.
And that was not an easy game for them. I mean, they barely hung on at the end of regulation before they were able to pull it out in overtime.
And it could turn out to be one of their biggest wins of the season. I mean, just because of the way they came through when it mattered most. That's clutch play that could serve them well going forward.
Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. Plumlee out there with John.